Watch the Senate Republicans doing this dance of hand-wringing and concern about the president's nominees. The president was elected by the American people to change this town. He has nominated people who want to change this town. If you want to go overturn every rock of everybody's past and then say that they are not capable or they don't deserve to serve in a position like Secretary of Defense, as is currently occurring with the targeted attacks on Pete Hegseth, well, maybe you should take the board out of your eye. I'm not saying that we don't have standards that are appropriate in the advise and consent process. We do and we should. I'm a believer in that, in separation of powers. But the president also is deserving of the courtesy and the respect of his own party in particular, of the individuals he's nominating to change the town. He was elected to change it. You don't like Tulsi because she's a Democrat? Get over it. She's not anymore. She's a Republican now, but she was. In this chamber, I served with her. She was a Democrat. You don't like Bobby Kennedy because he's from the iconic Democrat family? Get over it. I don't agree with Bobby Kennedy on a lot of different things, but I agree with him that we need to fundamentally change our healthcare system, that we need to make America healthy again. I agree with Tulsi that we've been involved in endless wars and endless conflict that is draining our resources and undermining the men and women in uniform. I agree with Pete Hegseth that wokeism is destroying the United States military. I agree with Pete that we don't need to have endless wars. I agree with Pete that we ought to have somebody who's served in battle and understands it, who's at the top of the Pentagon, rather than the brass who, frankly, often like their ribbons more than actually doing the work that is necessary to defend this country. I like the fact that we have people that the president is nominating that will take on the establishment and take on, for example, the FBI with Kash Patel. And the fact of the matter is we have senators who are wanting to challenge it. For example, the senator from Iowa who's going after Pete Hegseth, or seemingly being critical. Same individual, by the way, says and voted for an NDAA that would draft our daughters and has been fighting to draft our daughters. And I tell her, you'll do that over my dead body. There will be no draft of my daughter. Voted for the Marriage Act to codify gay marriage. Went out to her constituents and talked about how the horrible Senate border bill was somehow a good bill and then scolded President Trump for opposing it. Voted for Garland for AG. Voted for Lloyd Austin for defense. Voted for Buttigieg for DOT. Voted for Janet Yellen. Voted for Ukraine's borders over America's borders. And with all due respect to the senator from Iowa, you're not where the American people are. President Trump is. And Pete Hegseth is. We have an obligation to change this town or we're going to lose this country. If Republicans do not deliver, if we do not do what we said we would do, this party will end. There will not be a Republican Party if we fail in this term, this Congress, to deliver. That's not hyperbole. It's true. We will go the way of the Whigs. We will secure the border. We will return order to our streets. We will cut spending. We will move towards balancing our budgets. We will nominate and confirm, as the president has nominated, we will confirm people who will change this town, take on the bureaucracy. We will listen to and work with Elon and Vivek, root out the waste and fraud, but do it ourselves. Pass bills that actually get the job done. We will undo the damage of the Biden administration, replace it with a legacy that our kids and grandkids can be proud of. Root out the wokeism, root out all of the DEI and the critical race theory. Kill it now. We will do these things or we will not exist. And we will organize ourselves as a conference to do those things or we won't succeed. Our job between now, the first week of December, and the first week of January is to get our heads in the right places. They currently aren't there. We are not structured right now to deliver. And we have 1 month to do it. That is my calling. We are not here to take breaks. We are not here for Codels. We are not here for trips. We are here to get the job done.